Got my new Travel Pro backpack here. Some of the accessories are in here, and my big suitcase is up there. So, yeah, gonna be wearing this, sunglasses, all the essentials, phones, chargers. My suitcase has the clothes in it. The suitcase is solely for whatever I buy at the show. So, yeah, pretty good. Just essentials, laptop, stuff like that. Still a lot of room to put stuff in here, so. Mostly an Airbus service center, but 757, they do some Boeing products as well.
stand clear of the doors.
Just like that, bag's done. Two seconds. Security is not too long today, it looks like, less than 5 minutes. Yesterday it was 30 minutes. All I have is my backpack now, with my phones and everything, so here we go. Wow, there's like nobody here. This is amazing. I've never had this short of a line before. Okay, E10, United Concourse. I'll show you details of the flight once we get through security here. So, yeah, this should be a breeze. There's no one here. All right, got to get my stuff out for security. Just like that, we're through. So that was really easy. Literally 5 minutes. Yesterday was 30 minutes, and I know that because just to give you some context, this is literally my job. I work at Delta Sky Club, F, G, and C concourses in MSP Airport. I was a little worried the line was going to be long today, so I got going as soon as possible. But I have more than an hour before my flight. We're in E concourse. This is MSP. That's the airport mall right there. So let's go find my gate and have some fun. Escape Lounge, considered working there as well. So, you have followed me on this journey before. This is E concourse. This is the Misfit concourse, since Delta owns like 90% of everything in this airport. So, United, Spirit, when they were a thing, they used to fly through here. Yeah, these are kind of the outcast airlines. And when we get to Denver, Delta will be the outcast airline. So. E6 is the gate. I usually fly out to Chicago if we were doing a connector to Denver today, but today I decided to book direct. I just don't want the hassle. And the direct flight is an A320, as I said before, which is fantastic. Yeah, connecting all the time it's fun for a nav geek, but it tends to be an hassle. And today they have a 737-800 going to Washington, Dulles out of E6. Let's go take a look at it. That might be a 700. E9, an A320 movement. That's what we'll be on right there. I'll find a seat and get all the flight details in just a second here. We're out of E10. I've never flown out of E10 before, so that's exciting. E10.
Two is now welcome aboard through the green lane.
E10 is currently going to Houston on a 737.
Be on this flight, or yeah, you're still gonna get on this flight.
It's a Max.
Oh, okay. Ah, I got you.
E-Top certified Max. It's like a Max 9. Big CFM LEAP 1A engines, pretty cool. We'll probably be taking off of the Sea Concourse side. So 12 right. Since I'm on the left side of the aircraft, we should be facing the airport, which is preferred. Despite the Max having its problems, it definitely is still a beautiful aircraft. And one that I still need in my Gemini collection. So yeah, this will be fun. I'm glad I got here early. We'll get to watch
So everyone
our
should be in
aircraft
boarding
pull
group
up.
2 unless you're in group 1. So you want to be over here. We're going to be boarding group 3 now. Is welcome to come up.
Speaking of misfit airlines, American's down here as well.
Interest of aviation security. All passengers must control their bags and packages at all times. To prevent someone from placing dangerous items in your baggage, do not leave your bags.
There's tower for MSP. This is kind of the end of the airport here. This terminal. So beautiful day to fly. Absolutely gorgeous. Got some plane movements out there, exciting. So let's sit down and show you the details of my flight here, shall we? Not a very busy concourse, obviously, you can see.
So go through it, pause. Oh, okay. Well, okay, great.
This guy just pulled into me here.
No, let's keep that as a separate line item. That sounds good. Okay. Yeah, let's wait and figure out which order we want. Morning at 12:30.
Where's Nani? Take your headphones away. Where's Nani? I'm doing okay. How about you? Let me have your 3 tacos.
Right, we're back here. I just want to show you the Denver lineup here. So I've scrolled to about the time we're going to be landing, seeing what's coming in here. Runway view is kind of hard. I don't know if I'll visit the United Club or not. I should probably decide that. Oh, we got a 777-200 coming in. That's not a good one. I see those here all the time. So, ooh, A350-900 Lufthansa delayed till 4:36. We can definitely watch that one come in. Gate A45. A45, I gotta remember that, so screenshot that, save to photos. We can watch Lufthansa come in, no problem. Find some food there. UPS, your typical UPS incomers, that's same as MSP here. LA, Neo, a lot of narrow bodies. Let's see if there's anything exciting tonight. Yes, 4:25. 3:54, 4 o'clock. We'll be able to catch the A350-1000. Ooh, it's got a mismatched nose, though. I wonder if that's still the same. Either way, where is he coming in? Scheduled arrival, British Airways, passenger. I don't see his arrival gate. He should come around where Lufthansa comes in. So I've never caught this one come in. I've seen it going out, and you can actually view that in one of my previous trip reports. Yeah, so that's exciting. Oh, okay, that's 752. Oh, wow. Thought they retired all those. Okay. Go back to the 4 o'clock hour. Lufthansa coming in. UPS feeders, British Airways. A lot of narrow bodies, 439. Sun goes down. 763, we won't be able to see that. Max, 763, 789, 517. United 787. Gate A31. So A45, A31. A concourse is probably where most of the internationals come in then in Denver. 763, should have no problem seeing that. 789 at 530. A25, so right down the road. Wonder if we'll have any domestic 777s. I'd like to see that. And again, I do have all day on the day I leave to go to the airport and explore whatever I want, so I'll probably take a look at that lineup the night before. 330-200 from Dublin. Not terribly interested in that. 752. The Rolls Royce, I've rode on that. And we get kind of late into the night here. I'll probably 789, a lot of 789s. Reykjavik. Yeah, so the highlight is going to be the British Airways and the Lufthansa A350. Yeah, should still be sort of sunny around this time, but we're definitely getting late into the evening here. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop here. I'm going to look at departure board, and we'll figure it out from here. Since we got some time before the flight, let's go explore a little bit, shall we? I'm kind of hungry, too. Should put something in my stomach before we board.
Eventually Joe came and took a look at it. He could not get it started, so he gave me his Cushman, and then he tried to fix the other one. So on this day, it was just stuck. It wasn't broken down. So I thought I'd push it like I was told to push it a couple months ago. I was lifting as I was training.
They're getting ready to push here. This is the Dulles flight, I'm pretty sure. Dulles on a 737. Flew one of those back here, I think, to Chicago. Check out that trip report as well. It's the cute 7.3 with baby. Right engine start.
No, and not that I know, well, it's still early, but fluctuating from like 101 to 103, and it's getting 100. If I look last year, and it was last year. Huh? Yeah. So I have room. I have room for those, those 90 and 80. I put another 5 and another 5. Keep riding down.
He's going that way. Huh. Maybe we'll take off the other. Maybe we will take off 12 left. So you got the smaller planes arriving here. Maybe they're doing 17 departures. I don't know.
There's a couple nice others.
Back in Airport Mall. Some live music. I'm gonna go find something to eat here before we board. Stop at the food court here. I think I'm gonna go to the snack shack and get the cheap burger. This is a good place too because the view is beautiful. See that those clouds today are just gorgeous. Blue with the shadows, fantastic. Beautiful area. All right, so you should be able to hear me. I just did a whole bit without the microphone on, so I'm kind of pissed about that. So, okay, let's take a look. So this is the flight. Let's go to flight radar. Today we are on United 1305. Click on United 1305. There is a little bit of a delay to it, which is not bad, but the aircraft today is a 20-year-old A320 with IAE V2500 engine, so that's exciting. There's a little bit of delay on it, like 5 minutes. He departed from Denver just now, so let's go to the flight info. This aircraft was repainted recently in the United Evo livery. So you can see the picture before. It's the old Continental livery. So it being recently repainted, there should be no issues with the engines or misplaced cowlings or anything like that. So like I said, today we're probably going to take off on 12 right. I'm thinking the C side of the airport. So yeah, let's take a look at my app. That won't matter because this trip will already be done by the time you see this, but this is our first flight, so. Seat 1A, best seat in the house. I chose 1A because on the A320, that is the best view of the engine. So a little delay doesn't bother me. I mean, if it's 2 or 3 hours, that would be something. But as long as we get up before daylight, it shouldn't be a problem. I did book direct, like I said. Connecting is fun. It's really fun, but it's just annoying sometimes. yeah, just to have to go through, and I've done that fun enough. I just wanted a direct peace of mind flight today. So the flight back in 2 days is going to be United 737-800. Again, first class, best seat in the house. I did not choose 1A. Looks like I could have chose 1A, but I didn't choose 1A on this one because on the United, on the 737-800, you can't see the engine very well from there. So I did my research, looked at what the cabin looked like. So I want to be able to see that CFM56 engine and hear it growl as we take off. So that's really exciting. So flight 5 minutes delayed, not concerned. The flight's on its way. It is from Denver right now. So since I already recorded a bit, here she is. Whoop. There we are. You see she took off from Denver 30 minutes ago. Probably got an hour to go, so that means probably boarding in an hour and a half. So there'll be a little delay, but that's no big deal. Once we get into Denver, it is a United hub, and Delta becomes the problem child or the misfit airline in the back corner. So we should have no problem exploring the airport, finding some heavies, getting some United heavy action with the 777. I've seen the 777-200 with the Pratt & Whitney engines there. I'd like to fly that someday. That would be fun. 787s, the British Airways A350-1000, Turkish Airways A350-900, Lufthansa flies a A380 there for some routes. I should probably do some research on what's coming into Denver today. So there it is, in flight. So yeah, I'm going to do some research on what Denver's got in store, and then since we have some time before the flight, I think we should take a little walk around this airport, and I'll kind of show you what the deal is. So, Snack Shack burger. It's cheaper than the $20 burger. Lunch with the airplanes. Beautiful. I think we're gonna eat this, and I actually don't have that much time to explore because there's an A350 way over there. My plane is incoming soon. About 20 minutes it's gonna be on the ground, and I wanna watch it land. So, here we go. Just wanna show you this guy pushing back real quick.
I had no idea they had when I woke up the second time. They took me out to the steps.
Pushing back into the alley.
But, I already told you that a little bit, but. Yeah. But that was they weren't there for me.
Gorgeous. Gonna back right up to the window here. So we can do engine start. Alright, I finished lunch. It's definitely going to be putting me to sleep later, but I needed something in my stomach, so. Alright, I'm going to check on the flight here, and I think we're gonna go over and see what we got. A350. And again, I would be running towards the A350 right now, but I work in this airport. My job is Delta Sky Club. I come through security every single day. I've explored this airport nook and cranny. Yeah, the more interesting stuff to me is gonna be Denver. I wanna see what that's like. So, beautiful day. All right, let's check the flight, and I think we'll head to the gate and see where they're gonna taxi in. All right, so we're back on microphone. There's the airplane. He's gonna get into sequence here, so I gotta get away from the music before we get a copyright thing, or this video is not gonna work very well. But as you can see, they're landing south, so he might land on left. We'll see. Anywho, gotta get going. So right before he lands, I ran over to the international base. There's not much going on over here. A350 that we saw before, November 570, Delta Zulu, returned to gate. I don't know why. I got this A330 parked right here. I don't know what he's doing. Don't know where he's going, but the runway direction was opposite that I thought. So we're actually going to turn around, go back to the E concourse because we're going to watch our plane arrive right around the corner. They're landing right here. He's going to go this direction. So this is the international concourse. G1 through G8 are here. This is where all international flights come out of. You see there, he just landed. So that's the direction that my guy's gonna come in. So time to walk. All right, take another walk through Airport Mall. Here, the opposite direction for you. All right, here we are. Back where we came in. Back to E concourse. The Misfits. Gotta get down to the end of E. That's a nice place, nice view. Okay, so we're back here on the screen. You can see him, he looped around. He's landing on the south side. South 12s, pretty sure. Gonna come in this runway right there, you can see. So we are over in concourse E, you see there. So he's just gonna take a right turn, zip right over here to the gate. So yeah, I'm gonna get to the end. We gotta use the bathroom. Then we got to see him come in. So, yep. Short final over the gouge. All right, so E has cleared out a bit. There's not much going on over here at E, but I like it that way. Got an American flight over here that came in, another A320, A319. They're boarding.
Please, in the interest of aviation security, all passengers must
Yeah, he's gonna sail right by there, so.
to prevent someone from placing dangerous items in your baggage.
Denver, that's my flight. I'm gonna have to wrestle up there to get a view, but he's gonna zip right past these windows here. Made it just in time. Here's our gate. Everybody over there is going to Denver. It's gonna rip right around the corner here in 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful aircraft, lovely.
Ludus Escalona to the kind of thing.
Oh, that engine's gonna be glorious to film.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're checking all remaining bags. Anything that will not fit up underneath the seat in front of you, form one line in front of Paul and give him your seat number.
Anybody want an exit row seat?
Need someone to take an exit row seat, come to the podium.
There she be. Left engine. Spiral is nice and white to film. Exciting, exciting. Probably be 20 minutes and we'll be on board. They got a G-plane, and then I can see the first class line is starting. But either way, I get my seat. I'm still best seat in house.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have an assisted device, car seat, stroller, or if you want to check your bag to your final destination,
Glorious,
baggage
absolutely glorious. Can definitely tell it was painted recently. It's got new wheels.
This particular aircraft only holds 24 roller bags, and it holds about 70 passengers. So with that math, once I count to 24 roller bags, and the rest of them have to be checked. Take a moment to look at your boarding card. If your boarding card says
It's a WestJet Max
7,
8.
8, and 9, prepare your bag to be checked. You're at the gate by taking out any spare lithium batteries, e-cigarettes, or important documents you may need for your trip today. Passport card.
My bag should be in there somewhere. The only thing I'm worried about in my suitcase is I brought one of my airport boards with to give to Brad Myers so he can custom make me another one.
And group number 9, you're welcome aboard at this time, 2153 with service to Charlotte here at E12. Checking all remaining bags. Anything that will not fit up under the seat in front of you has to be
There
tagged.
she be. Alright. Alright, so they just got here. It's about 25 minutes delayed. She just announced that there's many passengers with several tight connections, which is not me. Very happy about that. Yeah, I don't mind. I'm just here for the ride. This is gonna be a fun ride. Yep, she has keep the walkway clear to deplane, and then we will board. So I'm gonna watch him bag up here a little bit.
Are you Landale? Are
And then we'll go stand in the first class line because I booked first class. We might be taking off the 12 right today. I don't know if it would be 12 left or 12 right, kind of a mystery. There's another little view. See, it's kind of fuzzy. I don't like how fuzzy it is. I don't even know if it's switching to the 4X camera, if the iPhone is allowing that. The Galaxy definitely does better in that regard. But 2X and 1X seem to be okay, so. Once again, a beautiful day to fly. Just here for the ride. This is gonna be fun. Kind of over in the American zone here. That's the line there. They're deplaning.
Stay warm enough.
All right. Came over to the United area here. Just finished unloading bags. Passengers still unloading. There are 2 gates kind of here. There's a lot of activity going on. So E10 and E8 are connected. E8 is going to San Fran. They're kind of lined up over there. E10 kind of mixed in here. So. Got all my stuff out. Got sunglasses. Got both pairs of headphones, Apple and Samsung. We got the charging cord and both phones on me as well. So, because Apple, I'm connected to Wi-Fi right now. This is my real phone, S25 Ultra. So this one is the one that actually has signal to it. So, 2 phones. Delta A320. United seems to have a pretty new tug here too. That looks like brand new to me. It's too shiny. Long line for group 2. Not really sure what's going on there. But group 1. Final safety checks and then pre-board. Bingo, here we go. Boarding group 1. It's so nice to be boarding group 1, I gotta say. It doesn't really matter, but it's still nice.
But I don't need those things. She wants it. She's now bringing it across.
You're flying with us today. As you find your seats, place your larger bags in the overhead bin, wheels first. Please keep your smaller items and jackets with you until we found space for the larger carry-ons. Small items may be placed under the seat in front of you. Just be sure they fit completely under the seat, keeping the area around your feet clear. Once you've found your seat, please step into your row to allow those behind you to pass. Let us know if you need any assistance finding a place for your bag. We're here to help. For everyone's safety, please do not place portable chargers or vapes in overhead bins.
That is why I booked seat 1A. That view right there.
Welcome aboard. We're happy you're flying with us today. As you find your seats, place your larger bags in the overhead bin, wheels first. Please keep your smaller items and jackets with you until we've found space for the larger carry-ons. Small items may be placed under the seat in front of you. Just be sure they fit completely under the seat, keeping the area around your feet clear. Once you've found your seat, please step into your row to allow those behind you to pass. Let us know if you need any assistance finding a place for your bag. We're here to help. For everyone's safety, please do not place portable chargers or vapes in overhead bins.
Right back on the plane here. It's a good United app. ROM delayed. Oh yes, I have no network connection. Alright, well, that's that.
Adjusted your headrest or footrest, please leave those back to their original position. If you notice your personal electronic device is overheating, please notify a flight attendant right away.
Airliners, please arm doors for departure. Crochet, verify step, stand by for a call.
Please sit down and fasten your seatbelts.
That's why I have to help him, right?
That's the San Francisco flight on ERJ. It's a long flight for that little thing.
Good afternoon, my name is Johan. It's going to be your person today's flight on behalf of the entire flight crew. I'm happy to welcome you on board flight.
Doors are opened in an emergency. Slide rafts will automatically inflate. In a water landing, slide rafts detach from the aircraft and serve as life rafts. There are also 4 window exits over the wings, 2 on each side. When opened, ramp slides will automatically inflate. If needed, lifelines are located in overhead compartments above the window exits. In a water landing, do not use the window exits unless advised by a crew member. All 8 exits are marked with overhead signs. As you locate the 2 exits nearest your seat, remember, they may be behind you.
If you are seated in an exit row, you may be asked to assist the crew during an evacuation. If you are unable or uncomfortable performing exit row functions and assisting in an emergency, please ask a flight attendant to be moved. If you must evacuate the aircraft, exit path lights on or near the floor will illuminate and guide you to the exit. Look for a change in color or an exit sign to indicate that you have reached an exit. For everyone's safety, leave all carry-on bags behind. Please refer to the safety card near your seat for the operation of the exit doors on this aircraft.
If necessary, oxygen masks will drop from a compartment above your seat and ceiling compartments in the lavatories. If a strap appears and you cannot reach the mask, pull down on the strap to access your mask. Firmly pull the mask to extend the plastic tubing and start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic band over your head, and tighten the straps. The bag may not inflate while oxygen is flowing. Make sure your mask is secured before helping others.
Should you need it, you will find a life vest equipped with the water-activated light in a pouch under, between, or next to your seat. When directed, pull the tab to remove the pouch. If present, remove the strap from around the pouch. Tear open the pouch, remove and unfold the vest. Slip it over your head, wrap the belt around your waist, and secure it to the buckle in front. Pull the loose end and tighten. Inflate your vest just prior to exiting the aircraft by pulling down sharply on the red tab. You can also inflate the vest by blowing into the tube.
This aircraft is also equipped with infant life vests, which will be distributed if necessary.
Ask a flight attendant to help find it. Please do not move the seat, as this can damage the device and its battery.
We know that who you choose to travel with matters as much as where you're going. So thank you for choosing to fly with United.
In the luggage area or seeing is needed on today's flight, please remove any face coverings before putting on your oxygen mask. Picture isn't hazardous. Remember, if you must evacuate the aircraft, leave your carry-on bags behind. Taking bags could block and the IR and slow the evacuation and prevent others from exiting safely. Please do not bring your bags. If you're sitting next to row, we encourage you to open up the window shade for taxi and takeoff. Thanks again for flying with us. I'll be back with more details about today's flight once we are in the air. Flight attendants, please complete final safety checks and be seated.
You're gonna change the game. I'm ready. What are we laughing about? to keep the aisle and galley areas clear and use the restroom located in your cabin when possible. If you are seated in an aisle seat, take a moment to ensure your personal belongings, bag straps, and any carry-on items are completely underneath the seat in front of you and not in the aisle. Remember that bags may move around during takeoff, so be careful when opening the overhead bin. You can now use your laptop and other larger devices. Wi-Fi is available on this flight, and Mileage Plus members receive our best offer. To get started, ensure your device is in airplane mode, connect to United Wi-Fi, and go to unitedwifi.com. You can also enjoy a wide selection of complimentary movies and TV shows on your personal device through unitedwifi.com or the United app. As a courtesy to those around you, please silence notifications and wear headphones for all audio. Voice and video calls are prohibited by federal law. You can find more information about pricing at unitedwifi.com. We also offer a wide selection of free movies and TV shows on your personal device through the United app. You can also use your favorite messaging app on your phone, like iMessage or WhatsApp, free of charge. To activate, ensure your device is in airplane mode. Connect to United Wi-Fi, go to unitedwifi.com, and select the free messaging option.
Welcome to Denver, where the local time is 3:12 p.m. Please stay comfortable seated. The seatbelt sign is off. You may continue to use and charge your phones and tablets. If you're sitting next to row, please don't plug your devices into the outlets. Don't forget to check your seat back pocket in order you sit. Make sure you have all your belongings. And be careful when opening the overhead bins. Once we arrive at the gate, our airport team, we're more than happy to answer any questions you may have. If this is your final destination and you check any luggage, you may retrieve this from baggage cargo store number 16. Your feedback is really important to know, so if you will receive a survey asking you about your experience via email on the United app, we'd like to know how you enjoy your flight with us today. From all of us, United and our Star Alliance partners, thank you for just flying with us today. We are sorry for the late arrival. We appreciate your patience and understanding. It's been our pleasure serving you, and we look forward to seeing you again in another flight with United Flight. Once the fasten seatbelt sign is turned off, please stay clear of the door areas to allow your flight attendants to complete important safety duties. For those with connections, please refresh and check United app and relay flight and get information. In the United app is where you will be automatically rebook if that's the case, and you can choose a different flight should you miss your connection. You can also view any flight details, choose a different flight or message a messaging area in the United app for any information. We have some customers, they have a tight connection now. So this these places I'm gonna mention now, please raise your hand if you go to these places so the other passengers around you can see you and let you deplane faster. It's going to Wichita, Tulsa, Austin, and Colorado Springs. Also Billings, and those going to Omaha. The other passengers will be fine, so that you will have more than half hour to get to the next gate. So please. Also, I forgot to mention we are getting to Terminal B, so all those connections that I just mentioned, they are in the same terminal. So you just go ahead and just walk to your next gate. Again, thanks for choosing United, and we hope you have a great day.
I'm ready. I'm good already.
Okay, so I just want to be clear. I had no idea I was going to see the 100 Years bird today. I just knew it was an A350. So they're boarding to Munich right now. Last few groups are getting on, so we're going to actually get to see this one push back, which is super exciting. Also, British Airways A350 1K is coming in. I don't know what gate he's on, but he is getting close to final. 16,000. There is no gate information on this guy. They got nothing. So I don't know what that means. I don't know where he's going to come in. Like I said, I've already seen the A350-1000. This one has like a mismatched nose, though, as you can see on it. Also, a 777 just landed in the other terminal, as I just showed you. So I actually want to go check that out as well. 777-200 by United. That's a unique one I don't get to see. I see Delta's 350s all the time. Delta's 330s, all that jazz. But yeah, unique situation here. So I'm watching him come in, and we're watching Munich.
Please do not be liable to report your unintended bags and suspicious behavior to the nearest airport employee, law enforcement officer,
Also,
or TSA representative.
just want to say, first of all, this is the dream to go international first class. That's what I would like to really work towards. Also, right next to this 350 is a 75-200 for Reykjavik, Iceland. I don't know how often this 100 years bird comes to Denver, but boy, I saw it as I was coming in on the airplane and just floored. Incredible. Lock exposure. I don't know why the iPhone isn't like holding its exposure or readjusting or whatever, but I am recording all of this with 17 Pro Max. Yeah, also I reviewed...
Flight 481 with service to Munich. All ticket and confirmed passengers should not board the aircraft out of gate A41 or A43.
Yep, finishing up here, then push back. I reviewed the footage of the takeoff on our flight, which was absolutely fantastic. By the way, that was some of the most fun I've ever had on the A320. The buzz was intense and amazing, and video will not do it justice. Absolutely amazing D-rate, everything about it, just loud, angry IAE V2500 engine there. Fantastic. So they're gonna finish up here, and then we're gonna watch this guy depart. It's the 777. That's okay, I have some time to find out. Still waiting for the second gate to pull back here. Second gate coming back now. I think I'm gonna go over to the other spot. No, maybe not. I'm gonna go to the other spot. I'm gonna watch it from the side, push back, I think. That's gonna be a cool view. Well, I thought the second gate was coming back. Saw the pilot out there. 350's on final. Still no idea what gate. So I don't know if he's supposed to come in this one right here, where we're watching the 350, or what's going on. Doesn't really make any sense to me. But I don't care about him. There. And right behind him, that guy is Air France 777, but I see those at my airport all the time, and this one's not a good one. It's got mismatched nose, so I don't really care about that. It's one thing I want to discuss real quick. Imagine you're an Airbus A350 captain or an A380 captain or something. Just to get to that level is incredible by itself, let alone, like, how much pressure would you feel that you're flying Lufthansa's 100-year A350 900? Like, this guy is like upholding a huge brand. There's a second gate. Tons of people. Push back. All right, I gotta move spots. Alright, so we're back over here. Never really seen a pushback for like this before. Over there we got a 787. He's catering, but I'm not really concerned about 787s. Yeah, they're cool, but they're going to be around for a long time. This is by far the star. Both gates are pulled back, so it's a matter of minutes. When he moves, probably don't want to run him over anytime soon.
You want to slide for the flight, and you better go
Short final. 350 1000. Just love that Rolls-Royce Trent XWB-84. Chocks being pulled.
Maximal 20%, 10 to 20. Ja, 20. Aber das Check ausgelegt, also 26 Euro.
Delta's supposed to get those A350 1000s actually. That thing is massive. I saw the 350 1000 in the dark last time I was here. Oh my god. The action is unstoppable at Denver. Jesus Christ. He's gonna come in right over here. You can go look at him later. And he's gonna sneak behind. be alive. Just waiting for 100 years to move here. He's gonna go down. Pretty sure I've seen this registration at MSP. Mismatched nose. I don't really care for those, but it's a 777. So, Lufty's British Airways just about in. Air France is going to turn in, and Lufty's still on run up. Just kind of standing and waiting there. Polaris A321neo. Don't know if it's an XLR or not. Don't know where it's going. Either way, this guy's gonna move. What a show. Absolutely beautiful. A whole 9 yards. What an honor. What an honor. Someday. Oh, we got Reykjavik, Icelandair pushing back. The action is immeasurable. He's gonna get in my lefty shot here. Photobomb. Nothing like a pencil getting in your way. Bye, lefty. Hello, 757. He's going to sit there, start up. Let's go over to this action. Laris is running doing run up. Just about ready to go. Engine number 2 start. With that nice tinny RB211 noise. Oh, it's nice. By the way, what we're looking at back there is probably the United Club. Finally got the string pulled. He's ready to go. Waiting for Icelandair to turn his taxi lights on. Don't think either one of these guys go. Oh, here we go. He's gonna probably follow left TL, to be honest. Need that runway. Yep. Wow, did I arrive at the right time? Absolute nonstop. Everything I could have asked for. We'll watch him go, and then I want to talk about this gate right here real quick. Race. We have a winner! Goodbye, Polaris. Let's go check out our A350 1000. Maybe the 777, just because they're here. I don't like mismatched nose cones, though, I gotta say. Goodbye, Polaris. Hello, familiar. I remember seeing you somewhere. Oh yeah, my home airport. There's thousands of you there. But here, you're a misfit. You're an outcast. Okay, talk about this gate real quick. A41, I think this is the only gate that can take the A380, which Lufthansa does fly the A380 here. I don't know if it's in service currently, but I have seen pictures from people with the Lufthansa A380 here. And this would be the perfect view to capture the A380. Just panoramic amazingness. See, there's 3 gates there. I don't know if they all 3 of them operate. Those 2 for sure. So I'll definitely take a look at my arrival board and see if Lufthansa is coming in for my departure day, because I have all day until 6:55 my flight back home leaves, and I did that on purpose. I took the late flight so I can come here early and do all the plane spotting I want. So if I don't catch a 777 today, I'll catch a 777 that day. But I would love to see the A380. That would just be the icing on the cake. Now, after I've seen the Lufthansa A350 100 Years livery, never thought I'd see that in my life. Just over head and heels. Now this guy, I don't really need to watch him, although we're watching him because he's the only movement. I see so many of these every single day. It's so nice to see a sea of United and different aircraft here. And don't get me wrong, I chose Delta because of the A350. Delta is my staple A350 carrier. I think the design is best suited on them, but it's so nice to see something else. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get the A380 service, to be honest with you. I depart, I think, Friday. But that would just tickle me. All right, let's go look at some more airplanes. A351K with a mismatched nose. I saw this last time I was in Denver, except the one I saw last time was brand new. This one's aged. Just look how long this thing is. Wild to think that this is going to be the new staple for Delta. Just such a massive aircraft. It's between like a 777-200 and 777-300. Thankfully, we have a 777-200 right next to us, General Electric GE90s, being Air France. So they're going to be here a while. I'm not too concerned. What a massive aircraft, though. Mismatched nose. Engines on this one are a General Electric GE 90-110B. It's a smaller fan design. Not quite as intricate as the 115B, but nonetheless, 777 face. Again, I see these at my home airport, so if I want to get a close-up view, I can always see it there. I'm pretty excited about the 100 Years A350. So I'm not sure I really want to stay late to see these ones depart. I don't like the mismatched noses on them. I watched them depart before, so I think I got the highlight of the day. I might, yeah, I need a United 777 somewhere, so I think I'll look for that. Oh, there goes Lufthansa. On takeoff roll. Let's see if we can see him. Maybe he'll pop up there. There he goes. Whee! I'd love to hear those Trent XWBs right now. Oh, look at him bank. Look at that livery. Incredible. See GE 90-110Bs. Look at that. Leveled off there. Goodbye. Guten Tag. All right. Let's keep walking. Okay, found one more place real quick to look at this 777. La France. All right, so we got a 789 coming in, A31. It's not going to be right away. The 777's over there. I gotta go look at the 777, but the A31 to Munich. Ah, so that's the competing flight to what Lufthansa just took off. Boarding time 7:35. They are on approach. It's going to be about 20 minutes in. So I think we will watch them. That's the Capital One lounge up there. I saw that last time. That is one mismatched 777, I'll tell you. Nose cone, good engine, everything about it. Stop fan, but get a side view of that GE 90. Nice. A31. It's going to be a really nice view here. This 787 is going to come in right here. So we'll watch him pull in, and I'll get my 787 checked off the list. There's one right there too. You can see his tail sticking up there. I'm going to go look at that. Because this guy's got about 20 minutes, but... Rome Rome, Italy. Group 6, the last passengers are getting on right now.
Boarding all customers, all seating groups for Rome, flight 177. Please have your passports out from the picture page. Boarding all seating groups at this time.
Oh, there you go. I think we're gonna watch the incoming 787, get some different angles on it. Departing is cool too, but I think the incoming one is gonna come in as this guy's pushing back, so. FCO, Rome, Italy. Look at that little tug. It's kind of a chonker. Little chub. It's a tug. It's branded tug. Yeah, that's cool. Let's take a close look at this thing. Not as big as an A350-1000, clearly, but still a fantastic aircraft. Don't know what I want to eat. I don't know if I want to eat at the restaurant or the hotel when I get there, or eat something quick and easy here. I gotta pick up a goodie bag for the show. Yeah, not sure. Either way, 787. Last time I was here, a 777 was sitting here really early in the morning. And it was all snow covered. Definitely got to find my 777. I'm gonna have to do a lot of research for the day I leave. I want a 777. I want to see if there's going to be an A380. I want to see if Lufthansa's going to bring another 350. Got to determine what time I want to come to the airport. It depends how much shopping I get done tomorrow as well. I don't know, this show, I usually can pick through the show pretty quickly. So last time I took 2 days, I didn't need 2 days at the show. I just needed 1. So I should be able to get everything done tomorrow. Denver tents over there. Take a look at that. I seem to have lost my A31 arrival on flight radar. Denver has like so much traffic. Yeah, I don't know where he went. Okay, so back on flight radar, I found it. It's on final. Right here, LHR, 7,900 feet, just turning base leg, short final. LHR. So he's gonna come in here, this runway, so that means we're BA concourse, so he's gonna turn left, come right in where we're standing. But yeah, you can see my problem here. There's just like so much going on. This is more to click on than my hometown airport. It's kind of crazy actually, but I found him right there. Go here, here, right there, gate A31. We are standing at A31. Oh, hashtag goals. I want to be on an international flight, or at least a wide body. Maybe I'll book a wide body domestic next, who knows. Less than a minute. 787-9 arrival, gate A31.
Is here. Yeah. Boy.
This one?
LHR. General Electric GE-NX engines. My golf cart wars. Rubbing down the landing gear. It's different.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
Interesting jobs I've never seen done before. Wiping the bogies and windshield cleaning time. Different. I think it's about time to head to the exit. I'm getting tired, sun's going down. Gotta get to the hotel and settle in. Good fun though, good fun. Let's keep walking. This side of the airport we got the narrow bodies. This looks like a 738, which is what I'll be riding home. Got Max and the Denver tents. Signature of Denver Airport. Capital One Lounge. CDG boarding. Delayed as the French always are. They're never on time. Ever. LHR, British Airways. Oh, Lufthansa's back. How did I miss that? This time it's just with the standard A350. What the heck? Should have been over here to watch this come in. Boy, I didn't realize they operated so many flights out here. Probably going to depart close to after dark though, so I'm not going to stay and watch this one. I'll come back the day I'm leaving. Oh, there goes 787 Concourse B. see what fun they have going on the day I leave. All right, nothing like a little bit of quick lunch with an A350. Couldn't have it any better than this. So I did some research actually, and out of Denver, the 350-900 is their standard equipment. They have 2 flights. We just saw the Munich flight. This is the Frankfurt flight, which comes a little later. The A380 does operate out of Denver. The only problem is it only operates during peak months. So it starts July 1st. I literally missed the window by like 3 days. Quite upset by that, but now I've seen the standard livery 350 and the 100 years, so that's pretty much the best I'm gonna get from my trip now. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't know that it operated other times, but maybe I make my way back here at some point. I don't know. Anywho, I'm gonna eat quick with an A350. Couldn't have it any better way. One last look at Lufty. Standard livery. Someday I hope to come back here and see the A380. I might make a special trip just to see the A380 actually. Just come out for one night, fly back the next day, just to come see the A380. Sounds like a good time to me. With that, I'm going to make it to baggage claim and find my bag because it is probably sitting in the lost and found by now since I wasted so much time looking at airplanes here. So, yeah, I want to get a lift and go into the city. I've never actually been in Denver City itself. It's the first time I'm going to be doing that, so. Unloading. Let's head out. Having a date with an A350, also known as Big Sexy. Couldn't get any better. I didn't know how thirsty I was. First of all, this stuff is the best stuff ever. I buy these in the airport all the time. It's my go-to. I don't know why, but in an airport, a Minute Maid orange apple juice is just the spot. I didn't know how thirsty I was because I drank the whole thing within 2 minutes. So that's probably why I started to feel like shit. Anyway, I ate my whole meal with an A350. I gotta use the bathroom, and then like I said, I wanted to visit the United Club, but I think we're gonna save that for another day. Maybe when I come back. It's time for rest. The excitement today has just got me in a pickle. I'm tired. I was tired when I woke up. So, yeah. Okay, I'm not the first one to waste time in the airport. They clearly know what they're doing. They're able to track your bag right through the United app. Moved to baggage claim holding area. So I gotta get on the tram here again. Tram's very fast here, which is nice. So let's go find that silly thing. And then there are shuttles, but I did not reserve one because I didn't know how long I was gonna be here looking at airplanes. So A gates, B and C. I don't want B and C.
Ground transportation and baggage claim.
Yeah, okay. See if I can't get in the front of this train. So I want to see the A380. Now that I'm thinking,
The train is arriving. Please keep clear for passengers exiting the train.
I do want to see that A380, so maybe I just go ahead and book a trip right away. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't really see anything.
Please keep clear and hold on for departure for terminal, ground transportation, and baggage claim.
I like it.
Those take forever. Yes. Those take forever.
Welcome to Denver. This is Colorado native, Olympic gold medalist, and defender for your Denver Summit FC, Janine Solis. We're thrilled to kick off the inaugural season for Colorado's first professional women's sports team and look forward to welcoming fans to take the field. Let's go Summit.
Hold on, please. We are approaching the terminal, ground transportation, and baggage claim.
This will be us.
This is the terminal. All passengers, please exit and follow signs to ground transportation and baggage claim. Please watch your steps. All passengers, please exit.
Well, I would have realized the doors were open.
Good. All right, we're in the Denver tent. My baggage claim number was 16. So we're gonna go this way. The tent. All right, I feel a little better. I know Panda Express is not like a real meal, but it's substance. And now that I drank water, I don't feel like I'm about to flop on the floor like a fish. Yeah. That was tough. 10 through 12, 14 through 19. Okay, here's baggage claim and the exit to the airport. Baggage claim holding area right over here. I'm gonna use the bathroom first. Nope, not there. This is 14. My number was 16. What the heck is this? It's an upward. Yeah, that's weird. Anywho. Baggage service. Oh yeah, I see it. It's right over there. All right, use the bathroom real quick. I see my bag over there. I'm not worried about it. And I'm gonna have to get a lift. Like I said, I could have got a shuttle, but I just didn't know how long I was gonna be here plane spotting. Didn't realize the lift was gonna be so freaking expensive. Freaking $40 in like 30 minutes. But anywho, baggage collection time. Hotel shuttles, rental car shuttles. Kansas City public ride app. Okay, so I just walk out this door. Me bag right over here. You can see it in the back. It's that stupid thing. Because I booked first class. Bag collected. Let's book this silly, expensive ride share. But anywho, Chase Sapphire preferred, I get points, so whatever, I guess. bag. By the way, this is a hard case. I bought this because I took it to Vegas thinking I was gonna buy airplanes, and I didn't buy airplanes, but this is literally a cheap piece of shit from Walmart. Like, I didn't try with this one. This was just a, you know, hard case, get the job done type situation. My special expensive travel pros are at home. Those are reserved for when I don't plan on taking a billion things back home with me, so. All right, pull out the secondary. Hyatt House, Denver Airport is where I stayed last time. Quebec Street, I'm pretty sure that's where I'm staying. Prices went down. It was $42 earlier. 5x points with Chase Sapphire Preferred. Bingo. We're gonna do extra comfort because I'm on a trip and freak it. Yeah. I just have to double check, triple check. Doubletree, Quebec Street, Denver. 2 nights. I just booked the cheap, well, it wasn't cheap, it was $200 a night, but that was the rate for the convention. It was more expensive if I didn't book the convention rate, so yeah, kind of ridiculous, but I am in the hotel that the convention is in, so I don't have to do anything, worry about anything like that, so. West, C through E, where am I? Yep, I'm Terminal West, Island 5. 510. Door 510. We are at 508. Let's go find 510 before I book this. 510 should be this way. Maybe, I don't know. Bingo, 510. And since it'll probably take a minute before whatever ride I have gets here, let's go ahead, whip the secondary out. How nice. Someone's got to pick the trip up. And then let's head out. We're definitely pushing the marketing here. Guess I get to test drive a Mazda today. 9 minutes. Let's go find this parking zone or whatever. Zone D, Island 5. Nice thing about this big chunker is I don't care about it, so I can just roll it. If it was my Travel Pro, I would be carrying it with my hands right now. 3, Island 5, Island 5. Beautiful day here. It's either cloudy or smoggy as hell, I don't know. Island 5, Zone D, right down there. Mazda. It's a CX-70, that's not me. I think I said a CX-5. Oh, that's nice air. Wait right here. Get the camera adjusted. I gotta look up some settings and whatnot, but so let's track him. First of all, parking lot. There's Concourse A there, so we're kind of around the loop here. Smart carts, we have those at our airport too. He's on his way to the airport. He's just got to go around the loop there, so. Just watch some of the traffic here. Okay, so it's busy. Bit of a delay there. Actually, a lot of Mazdas coming through here. A lot of fancy vehicles, black vehicles over there. I don't know what that's about. Hotel pickups. They're all Escalades, and GMC Yukons, and Suburbans, and Expeditions and stuff. I can't tell if this is clouds or smoke. Can't really see it through the camera, but like in the distance, can't really see any of it. Is that like pollution? I don't know. Minute. 2023 Mazda CX-9. Okay, that's the ride. We made it. Doubletree by Hilton. thing I have to say before we go in. Holy shit. The city is nowhere near the airport. At all. It's wild. It's an airline employee. Alright, let's go check in, I suppose. Can explore around. Oh, this is a nice hotel. No wonder it was expensive. Got it. Okay. Alright. I got a card, and they give you cookies, apparently. That's cool. Let's go find whatever room this is. Okay, well, I'm on top floor, so I don't know if that's good or what the view's gonna be or what. So, it's a very dark and cramped elevator. Here's me and my almost dead 17 Pro Max. Okay. Jesus. Is this like a horror movie or something? Once again, this will be published after I go on the trip, so if you get the details, that's okay. 7:39, I think it said. Nice mural. Oh, wait a second. That's the city. I don't know if I'm gonna get way over there. Holy mother, you know, I thought Minneapolis was far from the airport. 30 minutes of Uber. $50 that cost me. That's ridiculous. All right. Cookies. Okay, I'm getting to the end of this hallway and my room is nowhere to be found. And this is the point in which he realized he fucked up. Oh boy. Back through the horror film. Okay, let's try this. It's like everything, you know, if you work here and you come here often, you know how it works. But if you don't, it's kind of a labyrinth. By the way, it's much darker in here than the video is showing. That's why it's like weird. Oh, right. The end of the dark hallway. Huh. How does this work? It's actually kind of nice. I like it. All right. It's very cool. All right. No. What? Oh, look at that. I don't mind this one bit. Literally right across from the United Training Center. That's super cool. I like that. This is nice. I purposely booked a double queen. I don't need that big of a bed. I don't know which one I'll sleep in, but one of them I want for playing around in, you know, whatever, you know, if I buy stuff or whatever, and then the other one will be sleeping in organization. A single king, I guess, would have taken up this whole space. I don't know. Either way, they have my name on the screen when I get in. That's wild. What a nice place. I like it. The air conditioner makes noise. That's good. I like noisy air conditioners. Oh, this is kind of like a vintage hotel, isn't it? Yeah, this will be good. This will be good. Night light. Oh, that's that. Let me turn on the actual light. Here we are. A journey successful. It's a little yellow because my iPhone is sucking at exposure. I gotta do some research and adjust some settings here. It's not changing cameras like it should. But anywho, good stuff, good stuff. I like it. I'm gonna sit down, get unpacked, and then let's go explore around a little bit, see what's going on. Okay, so I just figured out for the whole trip, I've had lock white balance and don't switch cameras when recording on. So that's kind of annoying. For the most part, I got the shots I wanted, but now the camera should be working the way it's supposed to. As you can see, the white balance changes appropriately. By the way, Hilton, I got this cookie. I don't even like these kind of cookies, but this was a smack ass cookie. Like, this was good. Like, really good. I ate the whole thing. I now have a stomachache, but man, I have that perfection. Soft, creamy, nothing hard about it. Keep this up. That was fantastic. So I'm just charging phone real quick, then we're gonna go downstairs and explore around a little bit. And I'm gonna come back up, put some video editing together, decide what I want to do next. I don't know why this phone looks so weird through the fat phone, but I'm kind of mad that I didn't have the right settings on the whole time, but for the most part, I think I got the shots I wanted, so. Oh my God, I'm so mad. See, now this adjusts the way I want it to. Ridiculous. All right. Let's go outside for a minute here. Beautiful. There's the United Training Center there. Let's try this. I'll see it switches camera now. That's what I wanted. I turned it off because I was recording planes taking off, and that you can't do with these settings. Ah. Well, it's fixed now. Weirdly hazy here. I don't know what that's all about. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. And I seem to notice, at least in this part of town, there's not that my area doesn't have this problem, but there are homeless people just on the normal streets. So I wonder how big of a homeless population Denver has. I don't know if I'm gonna get to the actual city. That costs a lot of money. I did not rent a car. I Lyft and Uber, and it costs, I just looked it up to get to the center of the city, it costs $16. So I would spend $30 just going to the center of the city and coming back tonight. And I have to actually go to bed at a reasonable time because A, I'm tired, but B, the convention is tomorrow. It's downstairs in the hotel, but I have to get up, eat breakfast, you know, blah, 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 and then 12 o'clock it opens, you know, all that stuff. So it's beautiful though. I love that we're right across from the United Training Center. How appropriate. Turn around, go back in the room. Nice glass, it's not too loud in here. Oh, I'm so mad at the exposure settings. Oh, God bless. I don't know. Anyway, here's me. Yeah, trip went well. We made it. We're at the hotel. Let's go downstairs and find out where this convention is going to be. iPhone 17 Pro Max here. So, stupid settings. At least it's going to be right for the rest of the video. So. Oh, see, now I can switch. Oh my god, that is so annoying. I'm so mad. Now I can switch cameras. I had that stupid setting on. And the exposure lock. No wonder everything was so complicated. Nice little cafe they got here. Lots of options. You can get a muffin, bagel, whatever for breakfast, which is good. So that means I don't have to sit down and wait forever. Oh, it's so nice being able to switch cameras. Nice restaurant. Water filling station. Oh my. Setting up some 1/400 scale airport diorama in there. This is pretty cool. Main registration here. Denver. I didn't know how long this show has been going on. It's pretty crazy, actually. MCI, I went to that one. I did not get to Atlanta. Here we are in Denver. All right, so I know the lay of the land. I know where to come tomorrow. Well, came out of the hotel, the DoubleTree by Hilton. Quebec Street, Colorado. My room is one of those up there. I think it's that one. Different vibe here, that's for sure. Different sky, different feel. New place. It's exciting. This is not really like a metro area though. I think right down there is just like Walmart and stuff. There's the United Training Building. Some nice houses over there. I don't know what I'm doing. This is kind of what I do when I travel. I just start figuring it out. Just walk, no plan. Just kind of show up. No idea what I'm doing. Time to go. I've kind of just picked a direction that looks like something. The United Training Center. I guess we'll walk past that. There was a tour for that that I could book through the Airliners International. They set up a bunch of tours, but I figured I really didn't need to stay multiple days. I mean, the entire cost, if I stayed all 3, 4, 5 days of the show, it would have cost me $1,200 just in hotel. Not to mention another $500 or $600 for, the flight. $2,000. So yeah, like I said, the experience I've had with last year, yeah, very different being. Yeah, the experience I had last year, by day 2, the middle of the day, I was ready to go home. Not that there wasn't much to do in Kansas City. I could have explored more, but I didn't need to be at the show that long. There was no point. I didn't book any of the tours. I bought what I was going to buy, which ended up not really turning out what I wanted it to be anyway. Yeah, so we're just going to go look at this nice little neighborhood over here. Kind of nice, more upscale apartments, it looks like. I don't travel much or enough, so it's still all kind of like a magical experience going somewhere different, feeling the vibe. And this feels very much like home. I could totally just be here and just be home. Very nice places. I don't know if they're condos or apartments or what it is, but interesting. I've met a friend. Hello. Yes. I don't know where you come from. Where are you supposed to be? Yeah. You're so cute. You're so cute. Black cat. I don't know where you're supposed to be. Where's your owner? You're supposed to be here? I don't know. You tell me. Hey, where are you supposed to be? No? Just gonna sit here and roll on the pavement? Yes, that feels good. You are somebody's cat, and you have now become mine for some reason. Oh, yes. I like it too. Yes. I am allergic to you. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze so much. How are you? How are you? How are you? Yeah. Yeah. Where's your owner? Why are you just out here? This is weird. I know you have a friend because I just saw your friend too. You have a collar, so that means you belong to somebody. Oh, I'm so allergic to you. Yes. Oh, get that scratch. Scratch that butt. Yes. Yes. I love friends. I love friends. I legitimately don't quite understand this because I did see another gray cat here. Oh, you're cute. What are you trying to do? Yeah. 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 You have no owners. Where are your owners? Yeah, they can scratch you. Ooh! Yes. Yes, my loved one. You're very cute. Where are your owners? I see cats in the window here all over. There's no, you're supposed to be inside. Yeah. Which one of these do you belong to? You've clearly escaped, you and your friend. He, she, whatever this is, was just sitting right there. Literally right there. And I literally saw his gray friend run into the bush here somewhere. You're very cute. Yeah. Look at you. Look at you. You can't tell me you jumped off the second story here. Is that a cat toy? Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Why are you here? Why are you here? You need to tell me. I don't know why. Why? Lucy, you love me. You love me. Where are your owners? This can't happen. By the way, that's the United Training Center right there, so I know where I am. The hotel's just right across the street. Oh, my friend. Yes, I love you too. Where do you belong? To whom do you belong? Yes, you're purring and loving me, I know. Tail. I feel like this cat loves me very much. I feel like he jumped out of the second story window because I can see the door is cracked. There's someone clapping at the TV with sports up there. No more? Yeah, big yawn. Yeah. Yes. Black cat. To whom do which you belong, you little snugger? Do. Lick. Okay, I think I'm gonna move on now, but you and your little friend seem to be, I don't know. Yeah, alright. Door's cracked up there. Well, the cat was the bottom apartment. He just left him outside. I don't know what to make of that. He was very apprehensive of me there. I just asked, oh, are these? He's like, can I help you? And I'm like, are these yours? It's like, yeah. I was just like, okay. I just was wondering if they escaped from somewhere. It's like, thanks for your concern. Then I left. So I don't know if it's normal to just let your cats outside an apartment where they can just wander off forever. That was weird. But it is what it is. I'm around the front side of the United Training Center now. Yeah. Obviously you can't get in there. And obviously if I booked the tour, I would be able to go see that, but I didn't see the desperate need to see the training center because it's going to be sims and stuff, and unless I'm becoming an airline pilot, I don't do whatever. It is what it is. So, well, interesting interaction there with a local. Yeah, I should get down to the city, see what the city's like, but it's starting to get really dark. The hotel's right there. I think we're gonna conclude this night up here. I'm gonna start putting video together. I don't even know what time it is, so I think I saw it was around 8 o'clock now. Yeah, so that means it's 9 or 10 o'clock back home in Minnesota. Yeah, the room's up there somewhere, so. Yep. Nice little exploration session. Get back to the hotel. Figure out what I'm gonna do next here, so. So I'm just sitting outside the hotel. It's much darker in real life than the video is showing. Just enjoying the air, enjoying the view, enjoying something different. Currently sitting on my AC unit because there's no furniture out here. But regardless, I love traveling. I just love being somewhere new, somewhere not in my own life, somewhere where I can observe the different perspective. And something I want to talk about here. You know, you go other places and like there's a certain magic that happens when you travel. Like this, just this freedom feeling, complete and utter freedom, enjoyment, just life, an appreciation for life. And I just figure it's so interesting that, and this concept has been on my mind for a while, so I'm gonna stand up here. Whoa. I got used to the vibration of the AC unit. I don't want to drop my phone. You go other places and it's this magical new place. But the thing is, when you travel, you need to look at it through the lens of a local. It's not a new, amazing experience to all these people driving by me on the road right now. This is just life. Most of these people probably grew up here, just like I grew up in the Midwest. This is just what it is. You just get a job in the location you're in, and you go to work, and you come home from work, and you have to pay for an apartment that is barely affordable these days. I kind of wish I was facing the city right now, but regardless, that's okay. And that's what we do. And no matter how nice you have it, there's something called hedonic adaptation. You look that up on Google for me. It's the theory that you get used to anything. So there was a survey done on people who are chronically disabled, like they got in a car accident and their spine went out and they're never going to walk again, and people who won the lottery, who won $30 million, who have won the lottery. And over time, both those people, according to this survey, reverted to the base level of happiness that their natural state is in. Every person has a different level of happiness overall that they revert to. So no matter how new something is, no matter how exciting something is, how I'm going to be super excited and appreciative if I can find some airplanes that can go into my collection tomorrow, and super appreciative of it. And just being on the plane today, being able to make this video, being able to have the gift and the opportunity to do this and not be homeless on the streets, as hard as my job is, I just am so unbelievably grateful for this experience. I'm able to do this. Not everybody is able to do this. This is something you can take for granted. I'm not going to do a million things while I'm here, but people in business who travel a lot, travel becomes numb. It becomes null. That magic goes away. And I'll tell you what, today rekindled the magic of life that you feel when the pilot pushes those throttle levels, the throttles forward. That feeling is unlike any car could ever give you. That burst of energy to new adventure, when it goes into the roar of whatever those engines are, it's just an absolutely magical experience. No amount of metal should be able to get off the ground, but yet here we are in a modern society within 2 hours, I am in a completely different foreign place of the United States, of the earth, exploring something new in less time than it takes me to complete an 8-hour shift at work. Like, there's so much more. There's so much more. But we are all so trapped today in our income, you know? The people upstairs, the higher-ups, the governments, they want us to make more money, but they want to keep us suppressed and not make just enough, just barely to survive, so we have to depend on other things and take out loans for cars and take out debt for things and all this stuff, so we don't have freedom. What they don't want is this, is exploring, is freedom. But the problem is, and I know I'm going down a rabbit hole here, is without those things, you don't have a country. You don't have a business. If United doesn't have people who can afford to fly, if Delta doesn't have people who can afford to fly, they have no business. So if you want to make society this North Korean, everybody gets the same amount of money, you only get, there's curfew restrictions and an authoritarian regime, sure, that's fine. Who's flying? Who has the money to take out these stupid, absurd amount of loans on all these silly cars that are driving by right now? Who has the money to pay for those nice apartments over there? Who has the money to stay in these nice hotels anymore? The elite, sure, but then I turn to the materialism of things. We, as a society, have built so much more than resources than this earth can sustain. Is too much. There's too much around. There's too much of everything, in my opinion. And I'm not trying to be that World War II guy that decided to reduce the population, but I don't want people having kids. Stop having kids. I'm okay that it's too expensive. We don't need more kids. The world is overpopulated and destroying itself as is. So, one thing one of my friends said to me a while ago, and I talked to him about this. He said, oh no, birth rates are going down. We're not going to have the people to support the infrastructure. And I'm like, respectfully, let me explain something. Do you know how arrogant that is of a statement? It's unbelievably arrogant and so selfish and human, like disgustingly human. Who are you to say that animals don't deserve to live? Who are you to say that the earth needs to just maintain the infrastructure that we've built? Like, there's already too much. There's already too much of everything. What will happen, in my opinion, is if there's less people on Earth, the infrastructure will equalize. We will tear down buildings. We will tear down things that don't need to be there anymore. I know the economy, but the economy's fake anyway. It's just these fake numbers, these fake digits on this fake device I'm holding, on this fake little page that says you X amount of person have this much dollars, therefore you are this to society. And it's this whole hierarchical, this hierarchy, however you say that, whatever, thing, it's how we evolved as a society. But man, we've lost the idea of appreciation. And that's really the spirit I'm trying to kindle back up. It's just appreciation. Like, when 50 years ago, Do you think it was as easy to be in 2 hours in a completely different side or different area of the planet exploring? Do you know how long, people who grew up in Wisconsin and Minnesota, back in 1802, would have had to horse and buggy, and half their family would have died just making it to this intersection right here that's in Colorado. And now I'm here. Within 8 hours, you can be in Amsterdam. You can be in Paris eating lunch in 8 hours. In the time it takes you to complete 1 8-hour shift, you can be on a different side of a globe experiencing something totally new, totally different. Now, to parody off this, let me circle back to the point I was saying before. All these people, yes, this is a magical treat for me, and this is living at its most. But for all these people down here, this is just life. They don't know anything. They're probably thinking, just as I'm thinking every day, frick my people, frick the higher ups. They don't think I'm worth anything. I don't like work. This is stupid. Why do I have to pay for my apartment and pay for the whatever and pay for this and whatever? And even the millionaires. It's hard to understand, having money is definitely a gateway to exploration and happiness if you can appreciate it. But that survey says lottery winners, all they do, you get used to whatever you have. So if I was deposited $50 million into my bank account tomorrow, I would go buy a big house, buy cars, buy whatever. And at the end of the day, I wouldn't feel anything more or anything different if you didn't understand this concept of appreciation for what you have. Like, money is a gateway, but it isn't the end. It's a means to experience and appreciate, but it's not the means to an end. And that's really difficult to understand. But just being out here, it's incredible. I'm thankful for this experience. After being sick for 6 months with just this miserable thing that I literally thought I was going to die from, I'm still healthy enough and young enough to have this experience. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, it's a Mustang. Yeah, love me a V8. Yeah, total ADHD talking here. This is living. I think the lesson I'm taking here on this trip is this hashtag goals. Like I said in the airport, I want to be able to buy a first class ticket international. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to work towards. That's what I want. I want to be able to do that and not think about it, not put it on a credit card and put myself in debt. I want to be able to afford that and have a good experience internationally, first class, on whatever international airplane I like, whether it's a 777, whether it's a A350 like the Lufthansa today, just something. And for some people, you say traveling, it's part of the whole experience, whatever. The airplane is part of the experience because that is my interest in itself. So that's important to me. Yeah, that's my goal. I want to be able to afford more. I want to be able to not thinking about, should I go into town or should I not go into town because it's going to cost me an extra $40 for 30 minutes. I'm not at that level. I'm very fortunate to be where I'm at. I'm very fortunate. But it's not without your hedonic adaptation and life's problems. Humans need to feel fulfilled. They need to feel part of something. And where work doesn't appreciate what you have to give as a leader, what you have to give as your skills, you don't feel like you're making a meaningful difference. And that's the problem I struggle with. So, yes, am I very fortunate to be where I am? But yes, my problems are real as well. But I love traveling. I love the intermedium of travel. I love hotels. I love airplanes. I want to stay appreciative of it. I want that magic to be part of that magical experience. That's why I work in an airport. That's why I dreamed working in an airport. That's why I wanted to work for Sky Club and was so excited to get that job when I got that job, because that was a dream come true. I never knew I'd be working for Sky Club, let alone be in charge of one of Delta's most important clubs. And yes, I am in charge despite all my, you know, moaning and complaining. Recently it's been more challenging and I haven't been performing well, but I mean, who knew? Who knew? So yeah, there's my rant. That's gone on for a long time, but I just want to put things into perspective here. Yes, I'm here. No, I'm not rich. I've been very fortunate to be in a position that I'm able to afford this stuff. That's not going to be the case for much longer. I'm glad I've taken the experiences I have, but I won't be able to do this too much anymore very soon. So that's my goal. That's my new goal. I need to decide if I want to be somewhere, I need to make something of myself. And this world is very hard because jobs are being lost, jobs are being multiplied into 4 jobs into 1, and then they don't pay you anymore. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely asinine what they're doing to us. It's a hard world. It's not the same world it used to be, where you get a job and you're an honest, good, hardworking worker, and the company appreciates you for that. That's those days. You have to force your way. You have to find a way. It's gonna be uncomfortable. Maybe it's worth taking a chance and just moving here, just for something new, just for something different. Just leave all the bad behind, put myself in the new situation, and live a little bit. There are things I've regretted about being in my 20s, but I'm still in my 20s, and I have all of my 30s to live as well. So there's so much more life ahead of me if I am blessed enough to not get terminally ill or have a major health crisis. Yeah, I definitely, you know, my stomach doesn't feel good from that cookie, but that was an enjoyable cookie, so I'm gonna try and not think about that. So there's my little rant for tonight. I'm gonna put this video together. I think we're done exploring for today. Tomorrow, depending on the show, my plan is go to the show, buy up what I wanna buy, explore, take video, show you stuff, appreciate stuff. I just saw that cool 1/400 scale of Denver Airport going together. Super cool. I want to check that out as well. And maybe if I get done early, like 4 or 5 o'clock, then it is worth spending the little bit extra money on getting a lift and going downtown. I'm here in Denver now. I want to decide if this is a reasonable place to be in terms of what the vibe is, whether it's livable, you know, what the situation is, what the city's like, what the airport's like. You know, I have a lot of specific requirements to things that I want to be, things that I want to do, stuff like that. So the weather is beautiful. The weather is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. Temperature, perfect. In terms of being a mile high, yeah, the runways are some of the longest in the United States. I have no trouble breathing. Maybe I'll experience that if I like start walking around a lot, but I have zero troubles here. It does not bother me whatsoever. Maybe if I went up in the mountains or something, that would be something, but you know, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Anywho, here's my nice hotel room. Watch this. So I've been talking outside and close the door. So much quieter. And my name's still up on the screen. Pretty cool. So yeah, here we are. So we're going to conclude this. This is today's vlog number 1 of the Airliners International Trip 2026. I only took 2 extra days off work to do this. I'm going to be here today. Oh, there's a light here. I should turn this on somehow. That's better. I'm going to be here today. I flew in today. I'm going to do the show tomorrow. and then I fly out the next day. But that's also something that's really incredible is instead of just going to work, these 2 days I would have just gone to work and been the same, you know, why is it worth it, blah, blah, blah. These people don't appreciate me. I need to, you know, figure something out. But within the span of an 8-hour shift, I've traveled to a whole new area, a whole new place, have had just an incredible experience along the way. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful ride. The guy next to me was super cool about filming. He asked me when we got off the plane, he's like, hey man, did you get some good shots? I'm like, I did. And I kind of shared some passion on, you know, he's like, I've been flying a long time, and like every time it just amazes me. And I share that passion. I told him it's just incredible. Every time I think I don't like airplanes, you just look at them, you're like, this thing shouldn't be able to get off the ground. And it does, and it's just incredible. And the noise it makes is just a mechanic's dream. The gearhead's dream, which is definitely what I am. So, yeah, incredible. Nice hotel room, very fortunate. Glad it's a nice hotel room. I think I'm gonna sleep soundly tonight. I definitely woke up tired today, but it's been a good day. I hope I can digest well, have good health. I'll be up tomorrow. We'll do the show. I'm excited for the show. I wanna see what's in store. Also, I brought some spending money, and like I said, you're not gonna see this till I post it, so it doesn't really matter. This is some bar money plus, I don't know where the rest came from, to be honest, but it amounted to $440. I've been saving this for like months. It's been just sitting in my drawer, accumulating when I do like bar shifts at work and stuff like that. I know $210 is from bartending one night. I think I returned something for $100 that I paid cash like a long time ago. So that might be where another 100K, I don't know where it all came from, but anywho, I've been saving that. So I've been really, really waiting for this trip. So I know if, you know, it's there to spend. You know, I've already planned on that, so it would be nice if I didn't spend it because I've already spent an exorbitant amount. But if I see models I want and I do spend it, that's where it's been planned to go. So I want to know if I'm gonna get stuff tomorrow that I'm really gonna enjoy and add to my collection, or if I'm gonna have some money left over that I can put away. My expenditures have kind of gone out of control lately, and I feel kind of not good about that. Yeah, the whole lifestyle creep conversation, yeah, that's taken over. I need to hone myself back into reality here. So, but that's why you got to set goals. That's why sometimes you got to take risks, you got to take chances. And part of this trip is asking myself, is it worth risking moving away and not having family close to have a whole new experience? I don't know. But you need to explore the areas that you're thinking about. And Denver has been on my mind for a long time. So thanks for listening. Today's vlog, that's it. I'm gonna take off my shoes. My foot still has the sore on it that I've had for a year now because of my job, walking 22,000 steps a day. I'm gonna relax, put this video together, and we'll pick this back up tomorrow when I have a fresh mind, new light in the day, better mood. Yeah, exciting. Thanks for watching. Tune in to the next one. Peace. Okay, I'm gonna bring up one more point tonight. So I just asked Mr. Gemini here, who's been my guide. Let's listen to this.
Denver's homelessness crisis is substantially larger and more severe than the Minneapolis-Hennepin County area. Population size. Denver's metro area has over 7,000 to 9,000 unhoused individuals, ranking among the highest total counts in the country, compared to roughly 3,000 people counted in Hennepin County. Unsheltered trends. While Denver has struggled with highly visible, large-scale street encampments, Minneapolis has a lower proportion of unsheltered individuals. Hennepin County's recent point-in-time data showed fewer than 500 people living entirely unsheltered, aided by a strictly maintained shelter-all policy for families. Recent direction. Both cities are investing heavily in housing, but Minneapolis has seen a steadier decline in overall numbers over the last few years, whereas Denver's numbers surged dramatically post-pandemic, forcing the city into aggressive multi-million-dollar emergency housing initiatives to move people indoors.
So we aren't even in a bad area, and I've seen a couple homeless people just kind of randomly sprinkled across the street. I haven't been in the city yet, but according to Google Gemini, which I do a ton of cost of living and comparison research with, Denver is way worse than the Minneapolis area in terms of homeless people. And that plays right into my soapbox that I was on earlier about cost of living and barely being able to afford an apartment or a place, with jobs asking you to do 3 jobs in one and not paying you any more money or not a reasonable wage due to inflation. So it isn't just a soapbox, me crying about stuff. This is genuinely a real problem we have. Denver's expensive. I don't know how much more expensive, and I don't know if the cost, the wages, compensate for that gap, but according to this research that I just did, tells me that there's a much more substantial problem here than there is in Minneapolis in terms of cost of living. And I also know that Denver is like the 3rd or 2nd most expensive city in the United States. It's probably 3rd. Cali, New York, Colorado is probably number 3 in terms of most expensive. But, oh, some lightning out there. We're gonna get some rain. It gonna rain. So yeah, I'm not just pulling stuff out of my butt. Not that I need to prove that, but I just wanted to share that with you really quick. These are real issues we face currently. So, all right, this clip, I'm gonna call it done. I just sat outside for another like 30 minutes, just soaking up the air and the view and just the experience of it all. So got my slippers on, my shoes were killing me there. So all right, we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.